Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time, but we're back. It's your hosts, Janice,
And Jess, I'm Honey,
and I'm Jam. And
and
this
we're
is
Honey
Honey
Jam.
Jam.
I feel like your chemistry with David was
No, no,
too
no.
impeccable. I can't.
It's perfect. It's perfect. We're back, full steam. I don't know if people were waiting, but we're back. It's been a very
Dude,
long time. Very, very last minute episode. I mean, Jess and I
yeah.
were planning to come back, but I am currently still in Seoul, Korea. So I woke up to work. It was a very busy day at work today for some reason, and I was feeling very frazzled. And
Mhm.
literally, we have 1 hour before Jess goes to pick up Hui. So I was like,
Yes.
okay, I gotta get back on. And then I was waiting, and turns out Jess was also very frazzled.
Yes.
But
Indeed.
we're back. Jess, how are you? We missed you last week. It wasn't the same.
Man, I enjoyed your guys' episode. To be honest, I didn't finish it, but I will listen when it airs tomorrow, right?
Yes, it airs
Right? It
tomorrow.
releases tomorrow. So technically, it's not even out yet, but
Yeah.
hopefully you guys listen to the kickoff episode with David and Janice. Apparently it was like their second take, so it was very smooth and something about it, like I was like, oh my gosh, like why are they so good?
I mean, you know
But
how it
then
is. We've done this before.
yeah, one after the second take, you're like so degaff. You're like, okay, all
Yeah.
right, let's get this
Yeah.
thing over with. A lot of people have been asking, like, when is Janice back? When is she coming back? Is she
Yep.
gonna stay there forever? No, everyone. Janice is coming back. She's gonna come back before I think New Year's.
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Okay. That's news to
TBD.
me.
TBD. I think today was just a really quick catch up. You know, David and I
Mm-hmm.
caught our listeners up a little bit about, our lives right now. But,
Okay.
Jess, we haven't heard from you in a very long time. And, let's just jump
You
right
just wanna.
into it.
You just wanna. 빨리 보고 싶어가지고.
I think Jessica actually has a huge Honey Jam exclusive announcement that she'd like to share, Jess.
Yes. Well, by the time this episode is out, I probably would have made an announcement on my
Yeah.
Instagram that I am pregnant with number 2. So, but this is actually very like 따끈따끈, like just
Yeah.
just
Hot off the
releasing
press.
because I'm like just in my second trimester, 13 weeks.
Right.
Just to give you guys a quick update on how it's been for the past few months. It's been horrid. I've been miserable. Of course, it's such a blessing and such a joy to have life and to have, this opportunity to grow our family.
Yep.
But man, oh man, is it hard to stay joyful and grateful
Yeah.
because my morning sickness has been off the charts. It's been getting better. But I would say like that week 9, 10 mark. Oh, 주여, 주님.
And that's why actually I decided to give Jess a longer break because she was
Yes.
actually pregnant. So thank you
Yes.
to our listeners, for being patient with us while Jess was, in the bathroom or in her classroom, just, holding in her need to vomit.
I will say, like, I can't tell if it's like as bad as the first one. It might be like similar, the amount of like nausea and just the severity of these symptoms. But I just feel like it feels like harder, more difficult just because I have no off time except after Hui goes down to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you have a toddler running around and you have to take care of him on
Yes.
top of, managing all of the stuff that your body's going through.
Yeah. So, like for the first pregnancy, even though I was maybe like not functioning as well, it didn't feel as detrimental because I could just rest and sleep. And, like the only person kind of affected is Josh, but he's a grown adult. He could take care of himself, right?
Yeah.
This time around, I I feel so useless and so like I don't know. It's been really hard, and I just want to take this time to appreciate my husband and baby daddy Josh because he has been MVP of our household.
Wow.
Like he does the household chores. I know, like, there's some ladies out there like, of course he should, of course, yes, he should, carry the burden just as much. But I do want to say, like, I literally have been doing nothing every evening. I just deteriorate because it's
Wow.
just been so hard. I've been
Yeah.
nauseous 24/7, and all I can do is just lay down and be miserable. And during that time, Josh takes care of Hui after a long day of
Oh.
work. He does the dishes, he cleans up the house, he takes care of me, he listens to my complaints. And I just wanted to take this time to
Oh.
really appreciate Josh
Yeah.
because he's been the MVP of our household
Wow.
these past couple of months. With that being said, right now, today I received something called my NIPT results. So I did my blood work last week, and it just tells me like, oh, like, it's like screening for baby, like if there are any complications for any developmental things or other stuff. So
Yeah.
along with that also comes with
The gender.
the gender. Yes, the gender. And it came out today.
Wow. This
right
is truly
before
hot news. Fresh hot news.
Literally like a few minutes before we're about to record this.
Wow.
And the plan is, Joanne, shout out our previous guest, HOA president, viral McDonald's reel. Please head over to our Honey Jam Instagram post if you haven't seen it. She is going to plan something for our family. We're just going to meet with our neighbors and do like a little gender reveal tonight, later, like in a couple hours. But I wanted to, because Janice can't be there, I wanted to show Janice. So I don't know what the gender is. I'm actually going to show her right now.
And I have to pretend like, I just got to give a poker face,
Yes.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty confident. I'm just going to say right now, we've all been wanting a daughter for Jess. We're praying and hoping for a daughter. But, if a son comes out, we're happy for that too. And
yes.
But I think Jess's prediction is a son. My prediction is a daughter. Jess, can you explain why you think it's going to be a son?
Well, I think it's a son because it feels similar to when I was pregnant with Hui. Again, it feels a little worse just because like I'm throwing up here and there, which I didn't with Hui.
Yeah.
And it's just harder, of course, with a toddler. But also last week, along with the blood work, my doctor did the ultrasound, and the baby was so active. And just seeing that, I was like, just seeing that energy and the constant moving. Yeah. I was like, 자식 남자일 것 같아. It's a boy.
I feel like she could also be a, spunky girl. Maybe she's a little spicy,
Maybe.
A little energetic.
Spunky little girl, spunky little sis, or just a crazy little bro. So we'll see what the results are. And I'm actually going to show you right now. I don't know if see it. I'm not going to see it. I'm going to close my eyes. So what my doctor did, I love my doctor. Shout out Dr. Liang. She put like the results of like the other stuff. So she put like, like other results like negative. Yeah. If you want to know the gender, scroll down, and she put drum roll please. And then she like,
you have to keep scrolling.
Make sure, that I have to scroll. So I'll go ahead and show you, Janice. Okay. And I hope you can keep a poker face. Joanne,
so nervous.
I FaceTimed with Joanne and I did screen recording and I didn't look and I showed her. And she was like, scroll up, scroll down, scroll down. Okay. And then she saw it. She said her heart was like racing while she was looking at it.
My armpits are sweaty right now.
My pits have been sweaty ever since that call. It's not drying up right now. So with that being said.
Oh my gosh. Drum roll, please.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Okay, you cannot look, Jess.
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
You see the drum roll, please?
Drum roll. I see drum roll, please.
Okay, I'm gonna start scrolling and you tell me when to stop.
Okay, don't look. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop. And then okay, you can close it now. It's a lovely day.
Wait, can I just ask a question? Does it say boy, girl, or does it say XXXY?
It says it's a
it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This is a weird feeling, Janice, that you know something that I don't know right
I
now.
know. Well, you'll find out in a few hours, right?
But still, how do you feel?
Um,
How do you feel?
I mean, like I said before, I'm like so excited to meet the baby, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
a boy or a girl. Am I doing a
Mm-hmm.
good job of hiding this? I think
You
I
are,
am.
you really are. Especially because you're blurry right now to me.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for baby number two. I think
Yeah.
baby number two will be, such a joy in your life. And I think
Uh-huh.
most importantly, he will be such a great older sibling, to baby number two.
Yeah.
Because, you shared in the past, Hui is also a very caring, kid to all of his younger, neighbors, his younger
Yeah.
friends. And so I can just imagine Hui just being a great older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Jess.
Oh, thanks, Janice. I, of course, like for myself, I think I'm like, oh, I wonder what it's like to have a girl.
Yeah.
But when I go out to church and like see my friends who have like two boys and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I'm like, that looks really nice too, just to have like the same gender
Right.
sibling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um and seeing like brothers who grow up like close and um things like that. So yeah, I'm just thankful and like grateful that baby is healthy and
Yes.
growing, and
Mm-hmm.
we get to see Hui be an older brother, and that's what we've been praying for every night, that they would be siblings who like learn to depend on each other and really love each other, and be
Yeah.
children of faith and soldiers of faith who go
Amen.
out into this
Amen.
dark broken world and be a light wherever they go. So
Wait, so how many years are they apart?
they will be like, so this baby is due in June. And so
Wow.
and Hui's birthday is in September.
Uh-huh.
So he will be like almost 3. Like
Oh,
3 months
okay.
away from being 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's
Yeah, so I feel like it's
perfect.
like a common age gap, like,
Yeah,
2 to
for
3
sure.
years of age. Yeah.
I did want to ask, I was there when you were pregnant with Hui,
Uh-huh.
and, being the very first child,
Uh-huh.
Hui, when he was in your stomach, and you were going through pregnancy, I know, like,
Yeah.
you guys took very special care, and like Josh bought like Mountain Valley water, only the purest forms of the, water and food and all these things.
Only what presidents drink.
So my question is, how is it the second time, being pregnant? And like, your guys' responses kind of.
Yeah. Well, for one, Josh is a lot more lax. I'll say that. Like,
Ooh.
he's not as like paranoid as he was with
Yeah.
Hui.
Yeah.
But again, with Hui, we were coming out of like a miscarriage too.
Right.
So I
That's
think
true.
that's what added to his like paranoia and anxiety.
Yeah.
And same for this time around. We did have like another like early miscarriage a few months ago,
Mm,
but I think because we already went through it, we were just like, oh man, of course it's always sad, and like you're so hopeful one minute and then
yeah.
like it's just like all of a sudden like, oh okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Mm,
So yeah, shout out to everyone who's going through something like that.
yes.
um but I think because we're so busy with Hui, it's
Mm-hmm.
like we don't have time to kind of like wallow in those
Yeah.
emotions. It's like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
we got to dust ourselves off and just like, move on. And I think that's what kind of helped us be like more I don't know, grounded in what we
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Is
Sorry,
that your
my
harmony?
grandma just walked in with a thing of
Oh,
fruits.
할머니, 안녕하세요.
She just quietly put it and then she left.
Okay, also, by the way, a little bit of a tangent.
Uh-huh.
Janice posted a video with her grandma. It's on TikTok and Instagram, and it's of them making like oyster, like 덮밥 or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's oyster rice.
Uh-huh.
굴덮밥. 굴밥.
굴덮밥.
Yeah.
Yeah. That video is just so sweet because you see a glimpse of their relationship, like how much they fight of wanting to serve and love each other.
Yep.
And apparently it went pretty viral on TikTok.
It has 805,000 views right now.
Holy! Did you update her with that number, by the way?
I update her with that number every single day. She's curious what her view count is daily.
Dude, oh, she has entered a dangerous zone of
I know.
knowing what it's like to be viral. But
Yeah.
apparently, or Janice uploaded another video of like her grandma reacting to her video going viral and like calling her
Yeah.
friends like, "Oh my gosh, like 800K people watched my video." And it's the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah,
Um
let's just say I made her day by telling her that, people around the world were watching the video. Cuz like,
yeah.
for a grandma, it's just I mean for anybody, it's just crazy to understand that that many people have watched your video.
Yeah.
And that never happened to her before. So she was very very happy, very excited.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my grandma. Check it out on my TikTok. It's a pretty wholesome video, I would say.
I've been loving the grandma grandpa content. David recently uploaded like a hiking video with your grandpa.
Yeah,
Um, love those vibes.
thank you.
I've been loving your guys' content. What can I say?
And now, since you have baby number 2 coming,
Uh huh.
I will not let go of this hope, but maybe you can start your momfluencer journey of 2.
Uh, I didn't even fold my clothes right now,
Everyone is waiting.
Janice. I'm like looking at my unfolded laundry and thinking like,
That's fair.
when will I ever? Yeah,
You know what?
but
That's fair.
yes. I just told Josh that the results are out,
Yeah.
and then Joanne will have it ready, and that we're gonna do it at 7 p.m. He's like, "Oh my
So,
god, it's out!
uh-huh.
Tell me!" And I'm like, "No, we're gonna find out together." And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. My heart is racing."
You
So
guys have to find out together. Last time he knew in advance.
yes, yeah. But it's
Uh,
funny because he is so adamant that it's a boy. He's like, "I already know it's a boy." And Josh, again, he's known to be a
the prophet.
prophet.
Mm.
Throwback to his episode when he predicted, or not predicted, but he warned everybody of COVID. Um, when no one trusted him. But
Uh-huh.
he's been known to be a prophet. He had a dream apparently that he was holding 2 boys.
Wow. Prophetic
Yeah,
dreams.
very prophetic. So I don't know. Like this whole time he's been saying like I'm pretty sure it's a boy. I just have
Mm-hmm.
this gut feeling. God
Uh-huh.
told me through the dream. Um
Wow.
like it's gonna be a boy. And Josh has always like longed for a brother for Hui. So maybe it's
Mm.
like coming out of his desire too.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see if God truly showed Josh that
Yeah.
prophecy or if he will humble him with a daughter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's like, Josh, you do not know my plans. Or,
Yes.
Josh, you are appointed as my prophet.
Exactly. Yeah.
David is also predicting a boy. He's so sure of it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't
Yeah.
know
I
why. He's
remember
so
this.
sure. Yeah. So,
It's
I
funny
mean,
because I
mhm.
also have a gut feeling it's a boy, but
Yeah.
whenever someone's like, dude, it's for sure a boy, like I have this like, no, it's not. It might be a girl.
Dude,
I'm like, you never
and
know.
also there's like this theory, right? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why, but all of our friends who are giving birth, it's
Uh-huh.
like 90% boys. It's
Oh
insane.
my gosh, there are so wait, okay. Also, did you see Hannah and Tokju's gender reveal?
Shout out to Hannah and Tokju, our other friends. They are also having a boy.
Congratulations,
Congrats to Hannah and Tokju.
and Daniel and Jess.
Are
They're
they a
having
boy
a
too?
boy. Yes, they're a boy. And then Jane, shout out Jane and
Our
Alon.
guest
They
Jane.
just
Yep.
had their baby Jace.
Baby boy.
Baby boy Jace. He is such a cutie, by the way. Looks exactly like Jane, but has a hint of Alon.
We
So cute.
love Jace.
All the recent births at our church too. I'm sure you know them, Janice, but Sarah and Alex, they
Yep.
listen to Honey Jam. They
Shout
recently had
out.
baby Drew.
There's gonna be so many potential bachelors for the few, baby girls that come to the church, but it's pretty crazy. I think there's a theory that like, what is it, like if you bang during ovulation?
Oh yeah.
Right? If you bang during ovulation, the boys swim up very fast and they're very strong and they like somehow make it. But then if you bang before ovulation,
Mm-hmm.
right, the girls make it nice and slow. But the thing is, parents are banging during ovulation, and so that's why it's all boys.
So like with that, it's like the XX chromosome, so the girl sperm babies,
Uh-huh. Hmm.
they swim slower, but they
Yeah.
survive more, or
Yeah.
they survive longer. So if
Uh-huh.
you do it before ovulation, even though they swim slower, they're alive enough on the day of ovulation to
Right.
make it.
Right.
So
The
most
few.
likely it'll be a girl, or like the boy sperms. They are fast swimmers, but they
Yeah.
die off quickly.
Best.
So
Uh-huh.
then, if you want a boy, you gotta bang on ovulation day because they'll make it day of something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know.
So there's your tip for the day for our listeners who are trying if you want a boy versus a girl. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, Jess, once this episode goes out, it'll be announced what the gender is. And I'm sure your family is dying to know what the gender is because you
Yes.
just got it right now. I mean, I see you multitasking right now. I'm sure it's a lot. So thank you so much for, coming onto the pod to share the news here.
Right now, literally, the only people who know are my doctor, Joanne, and you, Janice.
Wow. You
So
even
you guys,
ignored your mom's phone call for this. This could be a very short episode. It's been a long time. We're back in steam. Back in steam?
wait.
Full in
I don't
full
know.
steam.
Janice, I'm on my break right now. I told you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble.
Happy Thanksgiving. Are you doing anything in Korea for Thanksgiving?
Yes. For Thanksgiving, David Danielle, who has just landed, touchdown in Seoul,
Ooh.
Korea.
Fun.
And then Jay and I, the four of us, are going to Yasubambada for Thanksgiving. Yeah, we figured we should just celebrate Thanksgiving here in Korea too. So we're
No.
going to, I think, is it like more south of Seoul? I don't know. It's a 5-hour drive,
Oh
so
my
we're gonna
gosh,
drive out.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jay has a car. He's been
Uh-huh.
our chauffeur,
Amazing.
and it's
Wait,
been
Jay
amazing.
lives in Korea, right?
That's right. David's best
Okay.
friend Jay has been living out here in Korea for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
He has finally purchased a nice car, and so he's just
Yeah.
been driving around. David
Yeosu
and
is
I,
south. It's like
it's south.
way, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna drive down. You can
전라남도.
take the
Mm-hmm.
KTX, which is like the bullet train, but we're
Mm-hmm.
driving because Jay has his car, and then it's like a whole experience, like a road trip. We're gonna visit all the 휴게소s, which are like the pit stops for
Mm.
the drivers, where there's a lot of good food.
That's awesome.
And then Yeosu is known for like the beach,
Yeah.
the ocean. I mean,
Uh-huh.
so we're gonna go and enjoy the ocean. It's just gonna be a healing trip, I think, because I mentioned in the previous episode, love my grandparents, but I feel like we both, my grandparents and I, need
Uh-huh.
some time away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not used to living with each other. So I'm gonna give them some space, and we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go enjoy Yosu. By the time this episode goes out, the Thanksgiving will have passed. But
That sounds so fun, Janice. I hope you guys have the best time and drive
thank
safely.
you, thank you.
Well, I think for us, like, Shins always have the tradition of having Thanksgiving lunch.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so Rachel, shout out my sister-in-laws,
Mm.
sisters-in-law, Rachel and Michelle. They
Uh-huh.
always come over and they cook an extravagant Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
Rachel is an amazing chef, and Michelle is the best sous chef.
Ooh.
I literally do not have to lift a finger. I mean, I try to help them, but they literally force me to just sit down.
Yeah.
And they make the turkey, the ham, the mashed potatoes, the casseroles, the everything, the pies. They literally go all out. So they come at like 6, 7 a.m., cook
Mhm.
until like 12, 1 p.m., and then we have our
Wow.
Thanksgiving lunch. Yeah.
They're the best. They're the best komos ever, huh?
They are the best Komo's sisters-in-law,
Oh.
just the best of friends. I'm so
Mm.
thankful for them. And especially because we don't have family here.
Right. Right.
Like we just have to celebrate with our siblings. I don't know what my
Mhm.
sister's doing. She's probably doing something with her bougie friends. But my yeah, we always have a tradition of doing something like for Thanksgiving lunch, and I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I
Yeah.
think that's so nice because without Rachel and Michelle, I don't know what you and you and Josh would have done. Maybe, join other friends, but it is nice that you guys have family, even though like both your
Yeah.
parents are in Korea. I think it's still
Mhm.
nice that you guys do like a small get. I mean, I went once one year
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
meal was crazy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Rachel and Michelle
came.
go hard.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They go hard on Thanksgiving. And like it's because apparently my 어머니, my mother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
she learned how to like do like the American Thanksgiving meals like from her coworkers.
Wow.
And she brought that home and she started making like the turkey and like everything. You know like those classic Thanksgiving meals. You know like for
Yeah.
Korean families, we make like kalbi, like kimchi,
Yep.
we like bring some Korean flavor to it, but they are strictly American, Thanksgiving American food. Yeah.
Wow.
And they've been doing it for so many years that it's like been perfected. You know what I mean? Like
Wow. Yeah.
they know exactly what to do with the turkey, exactly like how to time it out.
Because it's a whole day ordeal.
Yeah. I feel like I've been doing this with them for like maybe like 7, 8 years now. And I still don't
Wow.
know. I still don't know what goes on in the kitchen because I'm like
Yeah.
just trying to assist and like, we buy all the ingredients and
Yeah.
supplies, but um, it is the chef who
Yeah.
executes everything. Yeah,
Sometimes you just need to, let the head chef do her thing. You can't have
exactly.
too many cooks in the kitchen.
And Rachel was saying like she's like gonna go even harder this year because he's like at that age where like he can, eat like
Yeah. Yeah.
pretty much what we're eating. So
Uh-huh.
she's like, I'm gonna go hard and like make it even more delicious for Hui.
I mean, how
Um,
much more can you make it delicious? It's like so
I
bomb
know. I'm
already.
just like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh. But Rachel loves Hui so much. We went to
Oh.
Disneyland recently,
Yep.
and it was so fun. Like, if you think about it, it was 4 adults with
Yeah.
1 toddler. So I felt very supported,
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Back up.
yeah, so much backup. Like, whenever I felt a little tired, we would just, baton touch.
Yeah.
So, um,
Toss him
and
around.
yeah, like he is at that age where he kind of like enjoys and like feels the magic of Disney.
Oh.
So like he was like waving to all the characters during the parade and like
Yeah.
dancing his butt off like for like a dance party thing. I thought he would be scared of like characters when they get
Uh-huh.
close.
Uh-huh.
So when we saw Goofy, I was kind of worried. But
Yeah.
he was like, "Hi!" And he was like smiling and I was shocked, yeah.
Aw.
So it was really magical and like even after that like Rachel texted me. I showed you the text Janice cuz I was so touched by it, but
So
Rachel
good.
was just like, I'm usually like so tired after Disneyland, but
Mm.
this time around, I just felt so fulfilled and like so, just so happy seeing my
Yeah.
nephew like that. And she was like, thank you guys for letting me experience having a nephew. And I was like,
Oh, I cried.
I cried too. I'm tearing up thinking about it again. But it's like we didn't do
Aw.
anything. She literally like bought us all the meals,
Yeah.
all of Hui's toys. Like she literally bought everything for us that day. And she was
Wow.
thanking us for birthing Hui.
Oh, 진짜 감동이다. Such a huge blessing to have in your life right now with he and
Yes,
baby number 2
for
coming up
sure.
too. So a lot has been going on with in your life, Jess, huh? Like very
Mhm.
busy, but now it's break. And so hopefully, before I give you a second break, once baby
Mhm.
number 2 comes,
Yeah.
we could keep going with Honey Jam,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we'll have
We'll
to
keep
reassess
going.
later once you give birth.
For now, we will faithfully deliver episodes every week.
Oh,
Hopefully.
yeah.
Um.
Can
Oh.
you imagine?
Oh.
After you give birth, I'm like, Jess, are you on? The week after.
But yeah, well, excited for the future, and we'll keep you guys posted on Honey Jam to our listeners. What's going on with our lives? So
That's right. That's right.
big updates here. Big updates. Any Gangchoos for Korea?
Okay, if you're in Korea,
Hmm.
a really big Gangchoo that I always give is go to 광장시장, which is like
Mm-hmm.
a, market, outdoor market.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone goes there now. There's this one place called 순이네 where they're known for their 녹두전 빈대떡, which is
Ooh.
like a pancake, mung bean pancake, which sounds kind of gross, but it's bomb. It's
Yeah.
like a vegetable pancake, and
Mm-hmm.
they give you like a side of like soy sauce with like peppers and onions.
Mm-hmm.
and you just like as like a side dish and you eat it with it. It's so good. And you have to order a bottle of makgeolli.
Oh,
And I don't drink, but when it comes to 광장시장
yeah.
빈대떡, you have to have the milky, creamy, frothy alcohol
Yummy.
cup of alcohol.
With the
Just
chun.
sip it with like with the chun, which is like crispy and a little bit oily but delicious. And
Yum.
like that the drink just like washes it all down.
Whew.
It's so good that like one year David wasn't in Korea with me, so I
Mm-hmm.
froze it and I took it to America.
Yeah.
It didn't hit as hard, but still delicious.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my Gangchoo, and a lot of people have been visiting Korea. Like a lot of friends have come and gone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're visiting Korea, visit Gwangjang-sijang and go to Sunine, which is like a cart like that's like in the middle of it all
Dude,
of all the madness.
there you
It's
go.
fun.
That's a great Gangchu.
Okay, how about you, Jess? One last Gangchoo.
If you're a mom going through morning sickness,
Mm.
um, and it's not getting better, I've been taking a combo, an
Mm-hmm.
over-the-counter medication,
Oh.
Unisom, which is a sleeping pill, and vitamin B6. And
Oh.
it's been helping a little bit, but I think the best benefit of it is because it's a sleeping pill. I take half of. Okay,
Mm.
so the first time I took it, the first night I tried it out, I was
Yeah.
supposed to take a half a pill of the sleeping tab, but then I took the whole tablet.
Oh
So
shoot.
I literally felt like I was drugged out that night. Like,
Wait, do you have trouble sleeping when you're pregnant?
no, I don't know what it is, but I guess like the chemicals of that sleeping medication plus the effects of vitamin B6 like together, it's supposed to ease your
Yeah.
nausea.
Oh,
The
I
sleeping
see.
pill.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
necessarily for sleep, it's for
Oh,
your nausea, to help your
I see.
nausea. Yeah. So I've been taking that combo, but then I'm supposed to take only half of the sleeping pill and I took the
Uh-huh.
full pill the first night.
You're like
I was tripping, straight up tripping. Um, but after that, I feel like it did, take the edge off of my nausea a little bit.
mm.
Um, and then yeah, that's my lame Kangchu as a mom. If you're going
I think
through,
that's a great Kangchu. Our audience is late 20s to early 30s. I'm
yeah,
sure there's a lot of what do you call it? Moms
yeah,
on
going
the
through morning
way.
sickness, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
think there are steps you take. Like first, like
mm,
try out like eating every 2 hours. If that doesn't work,
mhm.
then try just the vitamin B6. If that doesn't work, try the sleeping
Yeah.
pill with the B6. And then if that doesn't work, then you gotta get prescribed medicine
Yeah.
from the doctor. But I feel like, I'm not to that level yet. Like I don't
Uh-huh.
throw up. I just feel
Yeah.
nauseous and I like even this morning before I dropped off Hui, I was literally like getting him ready and then I ran to the sink and I just started salivating and like
Oh.
just gagging over the sink. And the worst is when Hui pees and I get a
Uh-huh.
whiff of his pee smell from his diaper. Oh,
Yeah.
instant gaggage. Like,
I'm not pregnant, but I
yeah.
shared this in the last episode. I have GERD now,
Hmm.
and I have to treat it, and one of the side effects is
Nausea.
nausea.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And so, I mean, I'm sure pregnancy nausea is on a different level, but I think I know your pain a little bit
Yeah.
because I've been so nauseous these days on an empty stomach. Ugh.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's how I feel like 24/7.
I can't imagine.
Even now as I'm talking, I do feel nauseous. It's just like not bad.
Yeah.
Um but it's like constant state of nausea and the severity of it just like differs throughout
Uh,
the day. Yeah.
yeah. But you know what? You're going through it. Like we talked about, it means it's a good sign of healthy baby,
Yes,
and
indeed.
it's gonna be over soon.
I
After
hope
what
so.
the first trimester, right? It'll be
Uh,
over.
I really hope so. It ended a little bit past
Uh-huh.
15 weeks for Hui. So it
Uh-huh.
was like
Uh-huh.
still kind of well into my second trimester.
I see.
I'm hoping right now I'm 12 weeks. So I'm hoping that, I have maybe a couple more weeks left.
3
And
more
then
weeks.
yeah, but I will say like, right now I'm the fact that I'm like even on here and like chatting with
Yeah.
you is
Yeah.
like a huge difference from how I was a few weeks ago cuz like starting
Yeah.
I would say like 2 3 p.m. I would just deteriorate
Oh
and
my
just be
gosh.
gagging in bed and um miserable.
Well,
Just
you look
pure
great.
misery. Thank you, Janice, for sharing in my joy. And
Of
again,
course.
I will let you know. I'll text you after we do the gender reveal.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Exciting. I just can't believe you're a mom of two now. It's insane.
Yeah, it still hasn't like really hit me yet, but like every time I see the baby on ultrasound during the
Yeah.
appointments, that's when
Yeah.
I kind of feel it like, "Oh my gosh, there's like a baby that's growing in me." Cuz like first
Yeah.
time around when I saw Hui on the screen, like it didn't really hit me as much
Mhm.
until
Mhm.
I got to hold him in my arms. But now
Yeah.
that I have Hui and I know like that whole process led up to having a baby, like
Yeah.
just seeing that little bean like move on the
Bouncing around.
screen, yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like what a miracle. And like
Oh.
we're very very thankful and excited. At the same time, we're really worried, so please keep
Mm,
us in your prayers as we
of
adjust
course.
to transition to
Mm.
two, life with two. um One more thing, Hui is still very much a mama's boy, mama boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean
Uh-huh.
he's gotten closer to Appa.
Yeah.
Um and you know, actually Josh got a new job too, so he's going to be working from home every day. So
Hey,
that's going to
congrats,
be,
Josh.
yes, that's going to be very helpful. But really funny story really quick. Like every night when we go to bed, he always
Mm.
asks if I can sleep with him, right?
Yeah.
And then if Josh, and then he started trolling Josh. So he goes like, "A- Appa koja," that means Appa sleep. So he goes,
Yeah.
"Appa koja." And then Josh goes like, "Really? 진짜? Me?"
Like sleep with me.
Yeah, like Appa, like
Uh-huh.
sleep with me. And then Josh is like, "Oh my god, really?" Like I've been chosen. And then he goes like, "Amma koja." as, soon, as soon as like Josh shows any signs of hope, he's like, "Amma
Oh.
koja." And then Josh is like, "No, Appa 잘 거," because he gets like mad. He's like, "No, I'm gonna sleep
Yeah.
with you." And then he goes, "Appa 설거지, Appa 설거지." He summons him to go 설거지,
To do the dishes.
to do the dishes so that I could
Oh
stay with
my
him.
gosh.
So
It's
he's
so
at
cute
that.
how like he does with his limited
Yeah,
vocabulary, he's like trolling you guys.
he's trolling us. He's communicating everything. Like it's so
Uh,
funny. Like
uh-huh.
truly, he's such a teenager. Two. There's three nature, but he's
Teenager.
a two-nager. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's
Aww.
so funny these days.
Jess will randomly send me photos, like selfies of her just miserable from being nauseous on the couch, and then he's on top of her like laughing. It's like so
That's
cute.
having a boy for you, just wrestling all day.
Well, okay, Jess, we're really excited for the news. Everybody, like I said, we're back in full force and we'll come back with a lot of fun episodes. So please make sure to stay tuned. Please follow us on Instagram and on YouTube.
Mm.
Our Instagram has been popping off these days.
Mm-hmm.
We have 8,000 followers. So let's crank it
Damn.
up to
Let's
10K,
go.
baby. Yeah, share
Wow.
the episodes. And we'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.